In this video, we are going to start drafting our interior wall from the first level. So for drafting and starting drafting, first we need to go to the level A1, and after that we need to create our interior wall. But first we need to see what's the dimension. So we are going to have 30 centimeter in our interior in some of the wall. Also we are going to have the different dimension, but for our first floor just 30 centimeter, as well as our exterior. It makes our job easy because we can just go to create one more 30 centimeter interior wall. So we will go to the wall, and after that we are going to edit type, duplicate our wall, my interior wall 30 centimeter. After that we will go to edit type, preview on. So finish, we need to change our finish 1 to gypsum again, or it depends on your project. For example, if you have the wall with a different color, or if you have, for example, some wallpaper, you can apply it easily here. For example, first, if you have a wallpaper, it's easy. Your finish one is going to be gypsum wall, and the finished one, the second, it's going to be your paper wall, and we can see it here as well. And the next step is to change our finished concrete sand cement. It's all right. The next one is air. It's also all right. And here we are going to see what we will have here. For example, we are going to have air again, and we are going to have gypsum. So here we can remove this layer, this concrete layer, by clicking on delete. And after that we are going to have a simple wall with 15 centimeter structure. So we are going to fulfill our thickness by 30 centimeter, and the preview is look like this. From top also it's like this. Our interior 30 centimeter wall is now all right. We can draft our wall with a different drawing option. For example, I'm going to use right now the peak line, and after that I'm going to use the wall center because we have our axe. Or even I can just go here, draft it by myself from center line, and we are just going to create our wall, and from here also to here. You need to pass your wall or any window which you have, because we are going to create our windows and doors on your wall, not for example leave your wall open. It's the beam system software, so that it's not like a for example 3ds max. In 3ds max, if you are creating your wall, after that you need to leave the, for example, that location mostly open, then you are going to create your layer and your family. But here we don't need to do this process. We are just going to cover all of our family elements, and here we will see the columns located in a right proportion, and we can go take a one section from our interior wall to see what is it. We just go create one section line here to see how is the situation going on. So here we will see our interior wall. It's located on top of our architecture floor because we draft our interior wall base constraint on level A1. Even we don't need to use the join tool, but for a right proportion and realistic project we need to use it, because you are going to cut your interior wall and you will see it's going to cut it in a right proportion. So it means gypsum is coming on top of your finish finished floor, and your thermal air is going down to the right proportion. So this is the reason we are going to also use the cut element as well, or you can just leave it like that. The next step is to use this cut tool for most of all of your interior wall, and it's much more easier to just do this process whenever you are drafting your wall. For example, go here, use the join modifier and join your wall. You can turn on the fine and we will see it's alright. Here in our wall we do not have any kind of specific information because we don't need a base offset, and base constraint is alright. Here also function, we need to change the function to interior instead of exterior. Apply, and when you are changing to interior later on it will be we can use this information. After that we need to go to our plan because we forgot to use the elements to attach it to our level. So we are going to copy the top constraint and we are going to choose A2 here. We can just simply find our A2 and here we go. So now we are fine and we can draft our wall in the other level as well. We will go to the level A2 and start our wall drafting here as well. Here we are going to have some new wall. We are going to check the dimension: 15 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 15 centimeter, and 15 centimeter. So we are going to have one 15 centimeter and one 10 centimeter. This one is also 10 centimeter, I guess. Yes. So we are going to use three types of wall: 30 centimeter, 15 centimeter, and 10 centimeter. To creating our new wall, we just simply go to the wall section again, and after that we are going to duplicate our wall, my interior wall, 15 centimeter, and click OK. Here we are going to the edit and we are just going to change our structure layer to 7 centimeter, and after that we are going to change some of the more information about our layer. For example, we don't need thermal air layer. For example, we can just remove it. For example, for our 10 centimeter wall, we are just going to, now we are working for our we are just going to work for 15 centimeter, so we are just applying 10 centimeter here, and we are going to remove our air thermal layer, and here also as well. So we are just going to have one simple wall with one layer of structure and finish. Also we can change the structure here to put it in a cement concrete, so that everything can looks better and work. Even we can just use the brick. It depends about our project information. So the total thickness is 15 centimeter. Everything looks good. We are just coming here, interior category, and we are going to draft our wall. So we can start drafting our wall by turning on the shaded mode or constraint color, so we can have a better view. And the location line is center. We can start drafting our wall like this, or we can use the peak line. For example, interior, exterior, it doesn't matter. And we can just select this wall and draft our wall like this. It's the easiest process to do. So we are going to draft it like that, and for example here we could just simply, instead of clicking on this wall, we can just click here on this wall and we will have this one. And after that we can use our modifier. Here there is a modifier trim extend, or you can just use this trim extend. You're clicking here to pick up your house, and after that your wall, so it's going to cut it in a right proportion. To do it again, we click the layer which we want to be the end of the line, and then we are going to click on our wall, so it's going to cut it right away. And then we are going to continue drafting our wall by using the pick line. For example, we are going to draft our wall here, and we are going to see where do we have these types of wall again. Here as well, mostly it's the main interior wall, 15 centimeter, and some of the, for example, elements wall is 10 centimeter. We are going to use this modifier again to click and complete our design. We are going to use trim, for example, here, and it looks nice. All right, this one is 10 centimeter. Here is as well, we need to use this option. All right, and we are mostly done with this location here. Here is fine too. Here we are going to have a different dimension, and I think here we are going to have 15 centimeter wall again. So let's create it here as well, and that's it. Then we are going to our modifier again to choose wall, and here we go, we are all set up. Then we will go to the wall 30 centimeter interior, and we are going to draft our wall here as well by picking the wall. Because we changed the location line, so it changed. We need to draft it from this way, and we are using our interior 30 centimeter, so everything looks fine. This wall is supposed to continue until here because it's our stair box, and 30 centimeter, and here we are going to use our 10 centimeter wall. We are just going here in the search bar, we are just going to add 10, and here we can find our wall. It's not here, so let's see where our wall is. My interior wall, we need to create a 10 centimeter wall, so we will go to our 15 centimeter, duplicate my 10 centimeter, my interior wall 10, and then we can rename it to add centimeter here, because if we don't add after that, if you are duplicating your wall, it's going to use the alphabet system and add the value on your 10, like my interior wall 10 will be changed to my interior wall 11. Right now we need to go to edit again and change the structure here to 5 centimeter. Apply. We are going to have 10 centimeter wall with a thickness of 10. Here we can check it as well. Then we are going to draft these types of wall, exterior, pick line, and we are just going to click it right away. For example, for our toilet, we are going to use it, and here as well, here, that's okay. Then we are going to modifier, pick this wall and this wall, and then we can use a mirror modifier to mirror these walls, so we don't need to draft it again. We are just going to select them. Here we are going to have two move options. One of them means you are going to pick a line, your center line. One of them means you are going to draft your center line, and you can see it in the video. For example, this door, he's going to pick this wall, draft the center line, and after that going to mirror it. Or here it's going to pick the center wall. We have our center, so we are going to just click it and paste it in this place. And here we are going to have our wall. All right, here we need for example one of this wall which is not in a right position. We need to move it with our keyboard. We can move it with our keyboard. So we will check it out. It looks fine. The next step is to draft our wall. Here we are going to choose our 15 centimeter location line, peak line, and we are going to choose our 10 centimeter wall, and we can continue here. So everything looks fine and all right, and here as well, wall. If you are creating a wall in a, for example, different location, your exterior is in the interior and you want to flip it out. If your wall material in exterior and interior is the same, such as interior wall, you can just click on your wall, click a space on your keyboard, and it's going to flip it. So we will draft our 30 centimeter wall here as well, 30 interior wall. We are going to choose it and we are just going to simply draft it here. And then the next step we need to do is to choose all of our wall here in our second floor, filter, wall, and then we need to give the top constraint to the S3, and now it's all of them is right. It started from interior, started from A2, exterior started from S2, and all of them continue to the S3 structure floor.